Listen to the violent, aggressive sizzle when cold, citrus-laced syrup collides with blistering-hot, butter-soaked pastry. That sound is the heartbeat of baklava, an ancient dessert spanning the Mediterranean and Middle East. To conquer this masterpiece at home, you need precision, patience, and the right technique. I'm Anna Park, and today I'm joined by two absolute masters of the craft, Chef Kadir Yilmaz, a third-generation baklavaci from Gaziantep, Turkey, and Chef Eleni Petru, an Athens-born pastry authority. We are tearing down the intimidation factor.
We begin with the yufka, the phyllo dough. In a bowl, combine 500 gram by 17.6 ounce high-protein bread flour, 2 whole eggs, 200 milliliter by 0.85 cups warm water at precisely 35 degrees Celsius by 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and 50 milliliter by 3.5 tablespoons mild olive oil. First, mix until a shaggy mass forms. Second, knead aggressively on the counter for 12 minutes until perfectly smooth. Wrap tightly and rest at a room temperature of 22 degrees Celsius by 72 degrees Fahrenheit for 60 minutes to relax the gluten. Finally, dust generously with cornstarch and roll 40 individual sheets out until they are tissue paper thin.
For the filling, we must handle the nuts with extreme care to avoid releasing their oils prematurely. Take 300 grams/10.5 ounces of raw shelled pistachios, or walnuts if you prefer the Greek style. First, spread them on a baking sheet and toast in an oven preheated to 150 degrees Celsius/300 degrees Fahrenheit for exactly 8 minutes. Remove and let them cool completely to 20 degrees Celsius/68 degrees Fahrenheit. Second, place the cooled nuts into a food processor with 2 grams/0.5 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Pulse exactly 10 to 12 times. You want a coarse, gravel-like texture, not a fine powder. If you grind them into a paste for even 1 extra minute, your baklava layers will become dense and heavy.
Next is the lifeblood of baklava, clarified butter, or sadeyağ. Regular butter contains water and milk solids that will burn and ruin your pastry. Take 350 gram or 12.3 ounce of high-quality, unsalted European butter. First, place it in a heavy saucepan over medium-low heat at roughly 90 degrees Celsius or 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Let it melt undisturbed for 15 minutes. As it bubbles gently, white milk solids will float to the top. Third, use a fine mesh spoon to carefully skim off all the white foam. Decant the pure, golden liquid fat into a clean bowl, leaving the watery liquid behind in the pan.
The syrup, or siropi, must be made ahead so it cools completely. In a heavy pot, combine 500 gram/2.5 cups of granulated sugar, 300 milliliters/1.25 cups of water, and 15 milliliters/1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. First, whisk gently off the heat. Second, place over medium-high heat and bring to a rolling boil without stirring. Once it reaches 105 degrees Celsius/221 degrees Fahrenheit on a candy thermometer, boil for exactly 10 minutes. Third, remove from heat and stir in 60 milliliters/0.25 cups of Greek honey. You must let this syrup cool completely to a room temperature of 20 degrees Celsius/68 degrees Fahrenheit. Pouring hot syrup on hot pastry guarantees a soggy disaster.
Now, the assembly. Work on a cool 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit surface. Brush a 23 by 33 cm/9 by 13 inch metal baking pan with your clarified butter. First, lay down 1 sheet of phyllo. Brush it lightly but entirely with the warm 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Repeat this for 15 layers. Second, spread your pulsed nut mixture evenly across the 15th layer. Third, top with another 15 layers of phyllo, buttering each individual sheet. Press the edges down gently. Using a razor-sharp chef's knife, score the baklava into diamond shapes, cutting all the way through to the bottom of the pan. This step takes about 20 minutes and requires absolute focus.
Baking is where the magic happens.
Preheat your oven to a steady 160 degrees Celsius, 320 degrees Fahrenheit. First, place the scored pan on the middle rack. Bake for exactly 45 minutes. The low temperature ensures the heat penetrates all 30 layers without burning the delicate top. Second, after 45 minutes, increase the oven temperature to 175 degrees Celsius, 347 degrees Fahrenheit, and bake for a final 15 minutes to achieve a deep, even golden brown crust. Third, remove the pan from the oven. The internal temperature of the pastry should be blazing hot. Do not let it sit. The next step must happen within the very first minute of pulling it from the oven.
The final step is the drench. Immediately upon taking the 175 degrees Celsius / 347 degrees fan out of the oven, pour your cooled 20 degrees Celsius / 68 degrees fan syrup evenly over the top. You will hear a magnificent crackle as the pastry absorbs the liquid. Now, the hardest part. Wait. Let the baklava rest uncovered at room temperature, around 22 degrees Celsius / 72 degrees fan for a minimum of 240 minutes, 4 full hours. This allows the syrup to distribute evenly and the layers to set. To plate, lift a diamond gently with an offset spatula. Garnish the top center with 2 grams / 0.5 teaspoon of vibrant, finely ground raw pistachio for a brilliant pop of green.
3 golden rules for flawless homemade baklava. First, control your temperatures. You absolutely need cold syrup hitting hot pastry to lock in that shatter. Second, clarify your butter completely. Leaving milk solids in will result in burnt, bitter black spots on your delicate dough. Third, patience is non-negotiable. Whether it's resting the from-scratch dough or giving the finished dish 4 full hours to absorb the syrup, rushing ruins the architecture. Thank you to Chef Kadir and Chef Eleni for breaking down this Mediterranean icon.